Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the eighth chapter of drugstore and business management. So seven chapters have been units have been completed. So now we are going to start the eighth chapter, that is recruitment, training, evaluation, and compensation of the pharmacist. So first of all, recruitment means what is recruitment? Recruitment is the process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for jobs in organizations. So what is the function of the recruitment? So it increases the ratio of applicants and number of posts vacant and provides an opportunity to the management to select the suitable persons for the vacancies. Okay, so next we have is selection. So selection is the process by which unsuitable are rejected and suitable ones are selected. So function of selection is to choose or to select the right person for the position which is available or vacant in the organization, so that not suitable person should not be selected here within. So there are various factors which governing the recruitment process. First one is external factors. External factor influences the trade unions, local candidates, recommendations, nepotism, career opportunity in other organizations, and government regulations regarding regeneration of coordinate number of vacancies to candidates based on communicate region or caste. Okay, so next we have is internal factor. So organization policies and practices and working conditions, image of the organization, salaries, levels, type and extent of benefits, and next fifth one is promotional opportunities. So next we have the sources of recruitment. So there are two sources of searching suitable candidates for the job: external source and internal source. So in case of external source, in this case, the candidates are invited in the organization from open society. So applications are invited and suitable candidates are selected. So the employer may obtain the information from educational institution or employment exchange. Advantages are availability of suitable persons and wide chances in selection. It brings both blood and fresh ideas in the organization. So next we have is disadvantages. So disadvantage of external sources are demoralization of existing employees, and the existing employee may not cooperate the new employee. So next we have is internal source. The employee is selected from the existing employees only. So promotions, demotions or transfers, they are the ways of filling the vacancy by using internal source. So next we have the advantages. So more suitable in a larger scale organization, improves morale of existing employees, it promotes loyalty, require less training to employ, and it is economical. Next is disadvantages. So internal sources are finite and capable persons may not be available, and qualified person may not be available, lack of new ideas and concepts, and less tendency of hard working. So next is recruit pharmacist. So the steps involved in recruitment are identifying the job for which person is to be appointed, and advertisement. So advertisements are published in newspapers about the nature of job and expectation from candidates. So the candidates are asked to submit biodata. So collection of applications is all the applications received are collected and registered. So scrutiny of applications are the incomplete applications are rejected, and the candidates satisfying minimum expectations are also rejected. So next we have is tests. So the applicants are invited for testing their knowledge and intellect. So the test papers consist of objective questions which are based on general knowledge, vocational logic, etc. And sixth one is primary interview. And sixth one is primary interview. The suitable candidates from the report of above rest are invited for primary interview. So it involves questioning on knowledge, family background, personality, ambitions, working ability, etc. Okay, so next is reference check. So the history of candidate is checked from local police station and inquiries are carried out. And next one we have is final interview. So it involves a discussion with the candidates about job, geographical area, technical details about organization, salaries expected, and next is physical examination and medical checkup. So after selection, candidate should submit fitness certificate. So next is issuing appointment order. So appointment orders are given to selected candidates and receiving joining letters. So after joining, the candidate should submit joining letter to the higher authority. Okay, so that is all about the selection process. Then next process is training. So training is a systematic program to increase the knowledge, abilities, skills and aptitudes of workers to perform a specific job. So next is admin flippo. The training is the act of increasing the knowledge and skills of an employee for doing a particular job. So objectives of training are: the main objective of training is to bring about improvement in the performance of work. It includes the learning of such techniques and as are required for better performance of definite tasks. So need and importance of training are: first need and importance of training is to increase productivity of candidate, to reduce supervision required for minimum wastage of material, to prevent accidents, to increase the efficiency, to increase morale of candidates, for other developments of the candidates. So next is points to be covered during training: organization framework, daily routine and special duties, rules, conventions, norms and policies of the organization, study of course material and literature, method of dealing with objections of customers, and communication skills and technical knowledge. So these are the points which are to be covered during the training. So next we have is methods and types of training. So first one is job training. So to improve vocational and professional skills of the candidates, craft training. To improve personal skills of the candidate, induction training. Induction training is to introduce new concepts or modern methods. Next is training for promotion, and next is refresher training. Refresher training is to revise vocational knowledge of the candidate. So next we have is recruitment procedure of salesman. So sending the application form is the first step. Verifying the application form is the second step. Sending the call letter for interview. Next step is reference checking, and next step is conducting the interview. So sixth one is conducting the various tests, and last one is final selection and issuing the appointment order. So differentiate. So next topic is differentiate between recruitment and selection. So the recruitment is it is the process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for jobs in the organization. And selection is the process by which unsuitable are rejected and suitable ones are chosen. So what is the aim of recruitment? The basic aim of recruitment is to increase the selection ratio, so that is the number of applicants available per job. So the basic aims of the selection is to choose right person for various positions in the organization. So next is the advantages of training. So it reduces wastages and spoilage results in economical operation. So it improves knowledge and skill of the employees, which bring in higher productivity. Trained employees require less supervision. It helps employees in their better career and future prospects by providing them new knowledge and skill. So in case of evaluation, the appraisal of performance of the trainee after the completion of initial on-job training is called evaluation. And features of training are the method of calculation of wages, incentives, and salary should be simple. The pharmacist should be evaluated by his employer in order to promote the sales and to maintain the reputation of the company. The employer should be fair and just, personal bias should be avoided, and those who are poor in the performance of their duty should be rewarded. So next is need of evaluation. For comparison in workers, improvements in working in workers, discussion about promotion, demotion, layoff, it develops confidence in workers, and it is psychological pressure on the workers. So next is methods of evaluation of pharmacists, sales efforts, physical requirements, skill, appearance, good communication, product knowledge, selling ability, and personality. So the pharmacists are also evaluated by means of psychological tests, sales aptitude test, and work performance test, and mental aptitude, character, and personality. And next is advantages. So it helps in the fixation of a wage structure. It helps in identifying a normally low level of performance displayed by an employee, and it helps in recruitment of new workers. It helps in improving labor relations, and it lowers cost of recruitment and selection. So next is disadvantage. So in case of disadvantage, lack of scientific technique, no answer to wage differentials, individual merit is ignored, and unrealistic because labor market conditions are ignored, and nature of jobs differ through they are allotted the same grade. So compensation is refers to a wide range of financial and non-financial rewards or payments, wages, salaries, other benefits such as a HRA, TADA, medical allowance, PF bonus are form of compensation. And characteristics of an ideal compensation system is simplicity, flexibility, attractive compensation for extra duties, competitive compensation, provision of promotion, uniformity in wages, quick implementation of incentives. And factors affecting compensation of pharmacists are cost of living, condition of product market, job requirement, goodwill of the company, demand and supply, government policy, ability of the firm to pay, productivity of professionals. And methods of compensation are that these methods are different from company to company, which are as follows: fixed salary, salary plus commission, state commission method, profit sharing method, salary and bonus method. So purpose is need of compensation to retain good employees. It encourages them to work hard. It maintains good and smooth working of the organization. And the compensation remuneration should be attractive, flexible, should be uniform, simple in nature, includes promotion, bonus, gifts, and incentives. And types of compensation are the salary method. So it is a popular method. Salaries are paid every week or every month, and advantages are simple and economical, provide safety to the candidates, gives job satisfaction, and commission method. So it is a popular in marketing field, and it is performance oriented. And advantages are promotes hard working, promotes efficiency, helps in identifying active and inactive workers. And disadvantages are does not give security, does not offer good job satisfaction. It applies psychological pressure, which is also called stress, in the workers in uncertain market conditions. So, pooled commission method is the amount of commission is distributed equally in all agents. So the method is not popular in the workers. So next is combined salary and commission method. So the commission is given on extra work done by the candidates. So the salaries are also given for regular job. So thank you so much, students.